The Dallas Cowboys running back rotation remains up in the air, but veteran Javonte Williams appears to be a strong frontrunner to land the starting job. Behind him, there is a logjam. One of the forgotten members of the backfield is Deuce Vaughn, who became an NFL preseason hero 2 seasons ago. Unfortunately, his preseason highlight reel never translated to the regular season, and he finds himself on the roster bubble. This season, Vaughn is fighting for a roster spot with the team's revamped running back room, and he found himself a great opportunity on Tuesday afternoon. With rookie speedster Jalen sidelined due to injury, Vaughn received some first-team reps and had a handful of big plays on the day. One standout play came when Vaughn was able to show his burst out of the backfield and made a couple of defenders miss on a big run. Vaughn is going to need to stockpile those kind of plays if he hopes to make the final 53-man roster. Right now, he's looking like a long shot, but never say never when it comes to Vaughn. We'll have to see what he does with his opportunities this weekend when the Cowboys host the Baltimore Ravens at AT&T Stadium in Week 2 of the preseason on Saturday night. The Dallas Cowboys have had their hands full with superstar linebacker Micah Parsons looking for a contract extension from the team ahead of the 2025 campaign. Now, it seems like they may have another star player, cornerback Darren Bland, looking for a new deal as well. While Bland only suited up for 7 games in 2024, he enjoyed a breakout campaign in 2023 that saw him earn a spot on the All-Pro First Team and a Pro Bowl selection. And while all the drama surrounding Parsons has demanded the Cowboys' attention, it sounds like Bland would like a new contract in the near future, too. Darren Bland wants a new contract from Cowboys, but there's a catch. After getting selected in the 5th round of the 2022 NFL Draft, Bland immediately earned a role in the Cowboys' secondary, playing in all 17 games as a rookie, with 8 of them being starts. 2023 was when Bland really broke out, as he racked up 69 tackles, a league-leading 9 interceptions, 5 of which he returned for touchdowns, and 15 pass deflections. From out of nowhere, Bland became one of the best ball hawks in the league. 2024 didn't go quite as smoothly for Bland, as he missed the first 10 games of the season due to a stress fracture in his foot. When he returned, he struggled to make his typical impact, as he didn't record a single interception after totaling 14 over the first 2 seasons of his career. That left Bland in a weird spot when it comes to his contract situation entering the 2025 season. Bland is in the final year of his rookie deal, so it's not a surprise that he's looking for a pay raise. With Dallas focusing on Parsons, though, there hasn't been much attention on Bland's contract negotiations. And while the star cornerback made it clear he wants a new deal, he also isn't looking to be an unnecessary distraction for his team as they prepare for the new season. I do, but I'm not here to talk about it really too much, Bland said of potential contract talks with the Cowboys, per Tommy Yarish of DallasCowboys.com. But yeah, hopefully. What should the Cowboys do about Darren Bland's contract situation? As if the Cowboys needed more contract drama on their plate, they may have to take care of a new deal for Bland before the start of the new season. Given how slow the team is moving with Parsons, though, it remains to be seen if they will be able to get anything done with Bland. Beyond that, they may want to see how he fares in the 2025 campaign before potentially handing him a new contract after his injury-plagued 2024 season. Dallas is in quite a bind ahead of the new season, and that's without even considering a potential extension for Bland. Thankfully, it doesn't look like he's going to hold out, because the team needs as much help in their cornerback room as they can get. In an ideal world, Bland would get a new deal before the start of the new season, but he may have to wait until after the 2025 campaign to get what he's looking for. Cooper Rush spent 7 seasons playing for the Dallas Cowboys, so coming out of the visitors' locker room to face them on Saturday night will be a different experience. The veteran backup quarterback wants to put his best foot forward in his second start with the Ravens. Baltimore had just 59 passing yards in last week's 24-16 preseason win over the Indianapolis Colts. Rush was intercepted on his first pass and saw just 1 quarter of action, completing 2 of 4 attempts for 16 yards. It's still the preseason, but Rush wants to build momentum, knowing he won't be getting game reps once Lamar Jackson takes over as the regular season starter. It's been a transition for Rush going from Dallas offense to the Ravens, but he's seeing progress. I'm really starting to feel comfortable, starting to own it, Feel like you're in command out there over what's going on, Rush said. All the off-season reps and OTAs were huge, getting to run the show. Every day it's been more and more comfortable. Rush joined the Cowboys as an undrafted rookie in 2017 and developed into one of the NFL's most consistent backup quarterbacks. He has a 9-5 career record as a starter, and if Jackson is forced to miss time, the Ravens will be counting on Rush to play just as well, if not better than he did in Dallas. Rush will see plenty of familiar faces wearing Cowboys uniforms Saturday night. He said returning to Dallas was an option this offseason when he hit free agency, but he jumped at the chance to join the Ravens, given their winning culture. Now, he's thinking more about playing well than reuniting with friends or putting on a show in front of his former team. I'm really trying to show my current team I'm doing well. Things like that are my main focus, Rush said. But those games matter. Those preseason games do help guys in my position. Those reps count, and you learn from them, so when you have to go out there for the real thing, it helps. Most starters won't play again versus Cowboys. The Ravens only had a handful of starters play in the preseason opener versus the Indianapolis Colts, and the plan won't change in Dallas. Right tackle Roger Rosengarten, right guard Daniel Falou, left guard Andrew Voorhees, and inside linebacker Trenton Simpson were the only starters, or projected starters, to suit up, and Harbaugh said nobody who sat out last week will play this week. Improved pass protection could help Keaton Mitchell see more snaps. With plenty of mouths to feed in the Ravens' offense this season, one of the challenges this season for offensive coordinator Todd Monken and his staff will be keeping everyone full. Running backs coach Willie Taggart has one of the toughest assignments with Derrick Henry leading the way, Justice Hill coming off a career year, and Keaton Mitchell showing his explosive return to rookie form. I think when it comes to Derrick and Justice, we have a good rotation going. Derrick's our normal down back, and Justice is our third down back. And as the game goes and Derrick needs a break, we know Justice can go in, Taggart said. And then when it comes to Keaton, he's so unique in the things that he can do, and each week we try to find different ways to get him the football so he can do his thing. It was great to see him back to himself last week. One way Mitchell could get some reps is on third down, where his prowess as a pass catcher can be put to good use. Hill thrived in that role last season in part because he was an excellent pass protector, and Taggart sees Mitchell making strides in that aspect as well. Much better, Taggart said. Again, his rookie year, he didn't have that opportunity to do that. He's so much stronger than what he was his rookie year. He has a better understanding of how to do those things. Harbaugh calls Ray Lewis Michael Phelps speeches once in a lifetime. Tuesday's training camp practice was certainly a memorable one with Ray Lewis and Michael Phelps in attendance. A day later, Harbaugh reflected on that moment for himself and his team. It was amazing. I was looking around at the faces of the players. If I had a mirror, I think my face would have been the same, Harbaugh said. Just listening to these two guys, we had two of arguably the greatest ever to do what they do in history. That's pretty rare. And they're standing right next to each other on the same field. Rasheen Ali said to me, he said, yes, and Lamar Jackson and Derrick Henry and Roquan Smith and Marlon Humphrey. He named it off right in that group, and it kind of opens your eyes a little bit. And then the words that they shared with the guys were just so spot on. It's all the things that our guys, they know, they believe in. And to hear them reinforced and put in such terms, in terms that the guys are very vulnerable about. They kind of talked about their careers a little bit. It was once in a lifetime. Consider Pittsburgh Steelers cornerback Jalen Ramsey definitively on Team Micah Parsons in his contract battle with Jerry Jones and the Dallas Cowboys. Parsons, despite his all-pro bona fides and seeming pretty confident he and the Cowboys would agree on a contract extension this offseason, requested a trade more than a month ago because Jones had refused to negotiate with Parsons' agent, David Mulugheta. Ramsey, as it happens, is also a client of Mulugheta, and he seems to be a big fan. He's the GOAT, Ramsey said on The Pivot immediately after hearing Mulugheta's name. He is the GOAT, Ryan Clark responded. Could you imagine a world where somebody put you in the room, thought that they came to an agreement, and didn't speak to David? No chance. I would laugh at it, Ramsey said. You would think that they would know better. That's all I'm going to say. You would think that they would know better. With him for sure. You would think that they know better. Well, apparently, Jones did not know better because he has admitted multiple times, including last week, that he had not even spoken with Mulugeta. Jones has said that he prefers to work directly with the player involved in big extensions, but Parsons has maintained he won't sign anything unless Mulugeta is involved, leaving the non-existent negotiations at a standstill. Unfortunately for Cowboys fans, the Parsons saga is just the latest extension Jones has prolonged. In recent years, he has waited months to complete deals for quarterback Dak Prescott, wide receiver CeeDee Lamb, and now retired offensive lineman Zach Martin. In the end, all three got deals that were acceptable to them, although it cost Dallas a pretty penny, particularly in the cases of Prescott and Lamb, who signed $240 million and $136 million extensions, respectively, last year. The contracts made Prescott the highest-paid player in the league in terms of annual value, while Lamb now sits at third among wide receivers in annual value. Parsons, whether it is for the Cowboys or not, is widely expected to sign the most lucrative contract of any non-quarterback in NFL history. T.J. Watt and Myles Garrett each reset the market for defensive players this offseason, which would seem to only drive up the eventual price of Parsons' deal.